Hello children, in today's class we will discuss irrational numbers. What is the meaning of irrational numbers? And in this video we will discuss mainly the difference between irrationals and sets. Okay. First of all, let me go for irrational numbers. You see, decimal numbers can be categorized into two types. One is terminating decimals, second one is non-terminating decimals. Okay. Non-terminating decimals can be again classified into two types. The first one is non-terminating recurring decimals, non-terminating recurring decimals, whereas the other one is non-terminating and non-recurring decimal. Non-terminating, non-recurring decimals. See, what is a terminating decimal means? After decimal point, only few digits are available, meaning the number of digits after decimal point are countable. For example, 0.5, 0.2, 0.25, 1.46, 2.78, all these numbers comes under the terminating decimals. Okay. What about non-terminating recurring decimals? Meaning, under the terminating decimals, these are the 0.5, 0.2, 0.25, 1.46, 2.78. These all are terminating decimals. After decimal point, you can see the finite digits are 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. You can also there 3.8978. These all are terminating decimals. In non-terminating decimals, one is non-terminating recurring decimals, meaning after decimal point there exist in these two cases there exist infinite many decimals, infinite many decimal digits. But in non-terminating recurring decimals, after decimal point a digit or group of digits repeating periodically, meaning they are following a certain pattern. For example, 0.3333 up to so on. So, which I can write 0.3 bar. One more example, 2.4545 up to so on, meaning 2.45 bar, or else 6.1289 bar. This all the group of digits are repeating, or else 7.128965. Here 965 are repeating periodically, meaning after decimal point a group of digits repeating periodically. Then this type of decimals are called non-terminating recurring decimals. Non-terminating recurring decimals. So, whatever the non-terminating and non-recurring decimals, non-terminating and non-recurring decimals. Let me take one example, meaning first of all, what is the meaning of non-recurring decimals? After decimal point they will not follow any regular pattern like recurring decimals. Okay. alike recurring decimals. So this will not follow any pattern after decimal point. For example, 2.67890100285 up to 7. See here, after decimal point the digits are not following any pattern. So this type of decimals are called non-terminating and non-recurring decimals. You can also take the one more example, 9.10101000140295 up to so on. This is nothing but a non-terminating and non-recurring decimals. Okay, here if you take terminating decimals, non-terminating recurring decimals, this all are comes under irrational numbers. All comes under irrational numbers. So rational numbers is nothing but terminating decimals, non-terminating recurring decimals, all are comes under the rational numbers, which are fractions, which I can write in the form of fractions. Okay. So the numbers which can I write in the form of p by q is nothing but fractions, is called rational numbers, which are terminating, non-terminating recurring decimals is nothing but rational numbers. Here non-terminating and non-recurring decimals are called irrationals. Non-terminating and non-recurring decimals are called irrational numbers. See, irrational numbers cannot be write in the form of p by q, cannot be write in the form of p by q. So irrational numbers, irrational numbers are represented by q dash or s. S గాని లేదా q dash తో గాని irrational numbers మనం రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తాం. Initially irrational numbers were identified by the great mathematician Pythagoras in 5th century. Not only Pythagoras but also followers. Okay. So what is irrational numbers? Irrational numbers is nothing but the numbers which cannot be write in the form of p by q, which is nothing but non-terminating and non-recurring decimals are called irrationals. So if n is belongs to a natural number, if n is belongs to a natural number, if n is not a perfect square, n is not a perfect square, then square root of n is called an irrational. Square root of n is called an irrational. So this is generalizing an example. Suppose nth root of a is also called an irrational. So a is any positive number, meaning n is belongs, simple I can say here a is belongs to a natural number. Nth root of a is also called an irrational if a cannot be expressed as the powers of any natural number. Okay, then nth root of a is called an irrational. Again I am repeating, nth root of a is called an irrational if a cannot be expressed nth power of any natural number, then nth root of a is called an irrational. For example, root 2, root 3, root 5, of course cube root of 8, these all are irrational numbers. What is the root 2 value? You see root 2 value is 1.4142135 up to so on. What is the root 3 value? Root 3 value is 1.73205080 up to so on. What do you find here? You can find irrational numbers or non-terminating and non-recurring decimals. Root 2 value is 1.4142135, meaning you see the digits are not repeating periodically. here. So that's why I am telling these are irrational numbers. Okay. Irrational numbers cannot be irrational numbers, okay, meaning if any number cannot be divisible by irrational number. Suppose a is a rational number, it is irrational. So a cannot be divisible by irrational number because this value is not known perfectly. Okay, now next is, what is the surd? What is the surd? Let me see, surd means what? What is meaning of surd? What is meaning surd? If n is belongs to any positive integer, meaning n is belongs to any positive integer, where n is greater than 1, and a is a positive rational number, but not nth power of any rational numbers, then nth root of a is called surd. Here a is called radicand. What is a radicand? A radicand is belongs to a positive rational number. This is very important condition here. A radicand is belongs to a positive rational number. So n is called order or degree of the surd. What about, this is nothing but sign of surd. So surds are also called radicals. You see here, radicand should be a positive rational number. For example, root 2 is a surd, cube root of 8 is a surd, fifth root of 16 is a surd. Okay, square root of 27 is also a surd. Why I am telling this all are surds? Because whatever 2, 8, 16, 27, these numbers are a positive rational numbers. So that's why I am telling these are surds. These are surds as well as irrationals. So what about the root 5, root e? You know, these are Euler's numbers. Root 5, root e. What about these two? These are not sets. Why these are not sets? Because here one condition is missing. The condition is the radicand should be a positive rational number. But phi is, it is irrational. E also irrational. The square root of irrational is not a surd. Okay, square root of any positive rational number where this rational number cannot be expressed nth power of any positive rational number is called a surd. So square root of phi, square root of e, they are not surds. Understood? So from this, what you understand? All surds are surds are irrationals. No, every surd, this is just written the all surds. These are all surds are irrational. Okay, all surds are irrational, but every irrational need not to be surd. Example is root 5, root e. See, 5 and e, these are the irrational numbers. Even though these are irrational, they are not surds. But every surd is an irrational. Every surd is an irrational, but all irrationals need not to be surds. Okay. So an irrational becomes surd only when this condition is such. What is the condition? The radicand should be a positive rational number. A positive rational number. Here 5 equals to 22/7. You take the approximate value. Remember guys, 5 is an irrational, whereas the 22/7 is a rational number. 5 is irrational, whereas the 20/7 is a rational number. Okay, in the next class we will discuss how to represent a irrational number on the number line. So how to represent an irrational number on the number line. So please subscribe and share my videos. Thank you.